Okay, you guys, so today is a very special video sponsored by Warner Brothers, so shout out to them over a new movie, The Sun Is Also a Star, that comes out May 17th in theaters. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Amber, Amber's Closet, and I'm here with
Ava Pearl. So we're just here to talk about, is there a logic to love? Is love destined to be the way it is? Is it a sequence of events that occurs that brings two people together? We want to know what you guys think down in the comments below, but we're just gonna jump right into the topic for today.
So you guys, we already wanted to do a couple videos with you guys and like how we've been dealing with, you know, the breakup and like trying to be in each other's life and stuff. We wanted to do videos on that already, and when we got this opportunity, it just kind of made sense because the first thing that we wanted to talk about is like the timing that we like got together and why that was like a big part of us and how we just like learned things from each other. So we're gonna talk about it with you guys today. Like, was it random events that happened, or was it for a reason? And just overall, the theme of the video today is love, chemistry, and romance. Because of the movie, the two characters are Natasha and Daniel. So the main two characters in the video fall in love, and I think that it's relatable to where our society is today, and so it's really cute because it's two people that meet each other randomly.
So one is more logical than the other. The other one is very artsy, dreamer, believes in destiny.
These opposites attract, and that was kind of us, and that's why we were like, okay, this makes sense to what we want to talk about with you guys, and also makes sense to who we are and why we think that we were able to get together at the time that it happened in our lives, whatever. So yeah, I definitely think I'm more of the poetic dreamer type. I am very logical, but obviously I'm a Virgo, and then you kind of feel the same. So it's like we're a mix of both the characters.
I'm a Taurus, and that's why I'm artsy, okay? I think I'm very much a dreamer too, and Virgos can be dreamers too, but y'all are very like
logical as well.
Logical, yeah.
But I think
we're a mix of both.
Yeah, but I think that in our situation of getting together, because we both have those traits in our personalities, but I think that with us getting together, I don't know, I think at the beginning you were just going with it, like the dreamer, and I was a logical one, like being like, are you ready for what I like, this gayness that I'm about to give you? And
well, you weren't even thinking that in the beginning. You were just like, oh, she wants to be my friend.
Yeah, that's true. And then once we started, but we're gonna get into that with you guys, but I think that at some point in time in our relationship, it flipped. And then she was a logical one, and I was just like, oh, we're in love, let's just love each other every day. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, we're gonna talk about that.
So the first topic we're gonna talk about is, does love exist?
Duh! Yeah, we definitely,
of course. That's what life is about. You know, life is about love and appreciating the little things.
I think that the only for sure thing in life is love.
Yeah.
Like everything else can be all over the place, but like the most thing that drives you and drives people is like just love at some level for something bigger and better. And
and that's with friendship, family, relationships, just love in general.
Love is the only definite to me.
I mean, some people don't get to experience love on that kind of level that they may have in the movie. And I think that's all what we're searching for in this life, is to feel that sense of connection with somebody.
Sometimes it's about the love like you have for yourself, like self-love.
Oh no, yeah, that
first
too.
thing. And then, you're able to experience or be open to other types of love.
Yeah, I would say I just think it's a beautiful thing when you find somebody that you can love on a certain level where you learn more about yourself, and that just kind of makes you a better person. So
definitely. So the next thing we want to talk about is there logic to love? Yes, I think of everything as a balance, right? You can love freely and just like let go of yourself and be lost in love, but I also think that you need to be smart with it and not get so lost, because sometimes you can overlove someone and, you know what I'm saying, or overcrowd them, which has happened in our last relationship, or I don't even know how to say that. Like when we were together, like sometimes I overpowered you with love and you needed some space.
But that's also why there's no logic to love, I think, because
you think the opposite.
Love is what you make it, I think. And I think it's also how you want to exist within a friendship, within a relationship. You have to set the standard of what is meaningful to you.
So you don't think that's logical? Is like thinking about setting the standard? For each person, because I hear what you're saying with like there's no logic to love, but then I think about how my love is different with all my friends, you know what I'm saying, or in a relationship.
But that's why there's no logic, because it can be different with so many different people, like so many different friends. You probably but you probably love people way differently than, you know, you would say this person or that person.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like it's just about the connection that you have with that certain individual.
I get that.
But in a relationship, I feel like you have to have a little bit more logic than just like loving somebody as a friend or.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying at the beginning, because like getting just lost in like only thinking about yourself in love, how I want to love this person, how I want to do this, is not always right, because like we have different love languages, so I couldn't just throw what I wanted onto you. There was certain ways that you needed to receive it, right? So then I had to be logical in that, or like strategic. So I don't know, I think that we're making good points on both sides right here. Like, what do you guys think in the comments below?
Yeah, sound off in the comments, let us know what you think.
Yeah, but I think that, okay, the last theme of this video, and I think that this is gonna be like the ultimate for us, is like, when you meet and connect with someone, is it a collection of random events that happen in the universe, or is it destiny?
I feel like, don't you feel like those two are the same thing? A random collection of events and destiny?
I do, actually. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I think that when you're destined to meet someone, like no matter what, you're going to meet them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think that if it's meant to be, it's going to be. So whether it's like a collection of like random events that put you guys in the same room, or it was just like destiny that put you guys timing, I feel like it aligns, right? Because the random events will put you in the right place at the right time.
And like you were saying before, the way that we met was kind of random, but even if we weren't there at the same time, same place, we probably would have ended up meeting somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where it would have happened the same. Because she was like, oh, what if we met here and then we just ended up friends? And I'm like, there's definitely no doubt in my mind we could have met anywhere and ended up in a relationship, because I don't think we would have.
I know, that blew my mind, because like I feel like the way that things were set up is because we met each other a couple years prior to, right? And then we followed each other on Instagram because of one of our mutual, or her brother-in-law. Her brother-in-law went to high school with me, and then he tried to link us because I was an A&R and she was a musician. And then, so they tried to link us or whatever. And then it wasn't until, you know, years later that I was single at that point in time in my life. So that's why I feel like the timing was really different, because I feel like 2 years before that when we met, she wouldn't be open to dating a woman for her first time ever. And then I wasn't single. So I feel like we saw each other at this event and we happened to both be alone, you know what I'm saying? And like, ready for what we had to offer each other, which was crazy. So I definitely felt like it was like destined at that moment, because when you already know someone, and you know, I thought she was beautiful, but like I didn't think that way because I didn't think that way. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, I feel like the way things happened, because even we hung out that night, we got each other's number and started texting, but it wasn't until you went to a gay club a couple days ago and it happened to invite me. And then that person that was with us kind of helped connect us. Because without that person saying that you had a little crush or whatever, and your reaction, I wouldn't even had it. Literally, I would have had no idea. Except for you did that night in the club, you did look at me a certain way.
Wait, back up before you get into that. So I feel like that night was destined to be, because your friend was trying to get at me, and then he was trying to hook her up with somebody else.
A famous person, yeah.
So we were pretty much there, and this person was here, and then that person was there, but we still were like
linked to each other.
Yeah, I was like, wait, where are you going? Hey, what you doing?
I know, I kept like trying to escape. I didn't know if I was bothering you, so I was just like, all right.
No, I kept telling you.
And then you were like, no, let's go over here. Let's check out this bar. Let's go see what they're doing back here. And then, so we were kicking it. And then, you were just really chill, like, oh, let's make sure we exchange numbers. And I was just like, okay. But I still wasn't thinking anything, because I remember I left that event and went to another one. I was with my friends and I was like, yo, she's texting me. Like, what does this mean? And they're just like, we've seen her. She's very straight. Like, chill out, Amber. And I was just like, okay. But so a couple nights later when we went to this gay club and she invited me out. So after a couple drinks, it was really weird because we were on this like patio, and for somehow, some way, the only straight man in there corners you. And while this girl that I needed help, I needed saving from, this girl was in my face trying to get at me, and this dude was talking to her. And of course I don't want to interrupt that because I know she's straight. And
first of all, he was one of the dancers in the club.
Oh, so, that's how he
was
there.
Had briefs or boxers. Did he? He had a little Speedo thing on.
All I saw was a man. I didn't even look at that.
And his shirt off, like,
oh,
I was like, get this
I don't know, you don't like that. So I needed it saving. I didn't know if you did, but I couldn't get out of my situation. Her friend that she invited was just off flirting with someone else. And there was a moment with this girl in my face and this guy in her face that when we were like kind of like 10 feet away from each other, and there was a moment where like I really wanted out of my conversation, and I just like looked over at her, and like she was already staring at me, and it was like we locked eyes for like a hella moment. Like we did like one of those staring contest things, and I remember like it made me feel a certain way, but then after like 5 seconds I was like, what's she looking at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think she was looking at me. And then when I turned back around and realized she did, because her eyes kind of like changed a little bit, like, yeah, I'm looking at you. It just was like,
I'm smooth with it.
You are. I can't even lie, yo. Like, you are so smooth with it.
I didn't even know I was doing that.
And the dude would just kept talking. It's crazy how people can't pick up signals.
Yeah.
You were so engaged with like my eye contact that the dude was just talking to you. He was just trying. But the girl that was trying to talk to me, she kind of eventually kind of started to see it. Like my attention was over here. So anyways, after that moment, she kind of walked away, and I went over there and interrupted your conversation like, all right, bro, you got to go.
Yeah, no, he had to go, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think that night was destined to be, because that's kind of when we like expressed that we liked each other.
Yeah, so then afterward, I mean, I know we've told the story of how we met, but I don't know if we've gone into this detail of like why I feel like it happened in this point in time in our life, and that it was like, yeah, I don't know, like all of it was just
like it could have happened regardless of anything. It would have just happened, even if it wasn't there at that moment or whatever. We would have seen each other again and been like, oh
yeah, because
like,
I think that the way that everything went down, like to me, is pretty romantic. Like that eye contact right there was like, I think, like I remember I would often bring it up. Like we were together for 3 years, you guys, so like I would often bring it up and be like, and like think about that moment, because I think for me that was a huge moment for me where I was like, oh whoa, like I'm looking at her this way when I didn't before, because I was just looking at her as a pretty friend of mine, right? Yeah, and it wasn't until like we went to her friend's house, and in a drunk moment he was like, oh yeah, Ava wants to kiss you, and then I was like, ha, like I started laughing, and then she looked embarrassed, and I was like, oh. So then I told her at that moment I was hers. Like we got married in my eyes. I was like, oh yeah, if you care, like I care too. I'm in this too. You know what I'm saying?
If you care, I care.
Yeah. So that's the other thing too, because I feel like I know myself, and I wouldn't have tried to get at you. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
like
you're very respectful.
You give a little bit, but it probably wouldn't have been enough for me to be like, yeah. So it took this person that we both don't even talk to that much to like to this day to be in this situation with us to literally drive this connection. We already had it, but it might have taken maybe a little bit longer if it did. Without.
I'm sure I would have gotten some balls somewhere.
Yeah, I don't.
And then she would have been like, oh my god, what are you doing? You're my friend.
Nah, I know how to snap into it. And you know what I'm saying? Get it going, you know what I mean? Because I did that night. I was like, oh, we doing this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like me a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. It's on and popping. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so going back to our topic of, is it destiny or just random events of the universe? I think they kind of go hand in hand. Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
So I think in our situation, obviously there was love involved, there was chemistry involved, and I definitely think the way it was set up was definitely romantic. In the future, we want to have another video where we talk about how we've been dealing with our situation being broken up.
Because you guys are probably really confused right now why I'm here, why I'm in this video. I know.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another video about why I'm here. We're currently not together, but we're friends.
Yeah. And so I really want to talk to you guys about like how we've been handling being broken up and trying to be in each other's life and trying to support each other from a distance, or trying to create that balance of like how do we be in each other's life and not hurt each other's feelings or allow each other to grow in our situations. Because the reason why we broke up is because we felt like we needed individual growth and we weren't helping each other within that, you know what I'm saying? So because we were able to like break up and be so mature about it, we still kept in contact when we could. And now there were bumps in the road along the way that we had to like figure out, because we loved each other, we were each other's best friends, we wanted to figure out how to be in each other's life without, you know,
doing too much.
Yeah, without doing too much or like hurting each other's growth process. So that's been a process that we want to share with you guys, because we think that it could help you guys in your situations or relationships.
Yeah, and it's still an ongoing process, so we'll just let you guys know where we're at with our friendship as people, as individuals. So you guys just look out for more videos from us.
And me too, you guys. I'm back trying to get these videos going.
Trying to get it together.
Yeah. So I have some time right now. Your girl's been hustling. So look out for some more videos. Make sure you guys subscribe to Miss Ava Pearl. She's got some stuff coming out. She's been working on music. So we're both out here. We're trying to do better. But yeah, and then we have some more videos coming out on the subject we were just talking about. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you guys go watch The Sun Is Also a Star in theaters May 17th. And I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys so much. Stay amazing. Stay proud. Stay woke.